Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing my stock picks and plans for the week of February 1st through February the 5th. So just to reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should always do your own research before investing in the stock market. Also, if you find value in today's video, hit the thumbs up button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm and helps grow our channel. Also, if you enjoy our content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time that we release new content. So let's dive right on into it. Okay, guys, so we have a recap of January 25th through the 29th. Last week's picks were CLNE, TELL, and UVXY as far as for swings. Our dip buys were again GNOG, ZNOG. So let's go ahead and take a look at how they did this past week. So CLNE hit a high of 1245 before starting to steadily decline down, just like most of everything in the market was doing. So I think right now $10, in this range right here, anything in the tens or below is a good entry point if you are in it for the long haul, because I do see it again $14, $15 fairly soon, maybe even up to that close to $20 mark is going to be that next big spike up before you see a pretty sizable pullback, in my opinion. Next up was TELL. This is Telluron. It hit 405 on Monday before dropping down back into the threes. And we talked about how I was a little iffy about getting into this play last week because it was in overvalued territory. So it did shoot back down, but then also on Friday it started to kind of run back up again. So I do see, this price is a lot more attractive in the threes as opposed to the fours. Obviously, I would actually like to get it somewhere in the twos. I don't know if that's going to happen again unless we continue to see some downside. So this one, in my opinion, price point $5, $6, maybe even $7. So you can potentially double your money on this particular play, in my opinion. So if you haven't gotten in yet, it's actually still probably a decent play. Okay, in UVXY, we talked about how I thought we were going to see a correction in the market, and we sure did. We were at all-time highs again on the charts. Our S&P 500 was overextended, and UVXY was getting closer to undervalued. It was at the lowest point pretty much at the fib level, so it had some room to run. It hit a high of $15.15, so you could have made about 50% on your investment on a swing trade on this particular play here. Moving ahead, we could see some continued volatility to play out this week, but I do see overall that we can possibly, stabilize and kind of start slowly making our way back up. But I do see potential for more volatility this week as well. So keep an eye on it. It's not something I would go and pile into on Monday morning. I would wait it out and see how the market reacts on Monday before making a decision to get onto this play. Because just as fast as this thing shot up to 15, it can shoot down to 10 or below just as quick. Okay, guys. So my picks for this week is Genius Brands, GNUS, IDEX, IDEX, ZNOG, which is an undervalued territory. We'll show you that on the charts in a second. And then UVXY is one that I'm keeping an eye on as well. Like I said, I'm not going to just go pile into it on Monday, but I am keeping an eye on it again, just in case we have some increase in volatility. So Genus and IDEX are two that I'm kind of on the fence about as far as which one really I'm going to go and get the most shares in. I'm kind of leaning towards GNUS, but I know IDEX has some has some traction as well and could, definitely see a higher price point than what we're looking at right now. It's just I've traded this stock before and I've gotten burned on it before, so I'm kind of a little hesitant. But let's take a look at the charts and see what they're telling us on each of these. Okay, guys, first one up is Genius Brands, ticker symbol GNUS. Back in, I believe, July, it shot up to like almost $12 a share and been trading, fairly cheap for the longest time. And had a pretty big spike up the other day and got all the way up to 379 before falling right back down. So I am watching it here to kind of see how it reacts to that SMA line, if it's going to bounce off and come back up, or if it breaks below. Thing about this one is we are at the very bottom level of the fib level. So if it does break below that support, that SMA line, then I'm looking to see if it dips back below to that dollar level. But I'm expecting it to hold hold here, maybe continue to kind of make its way up to the upside. So I'm going to check it out first thing Monday morning. I'm going to grab some shares of it and ride it up to that close to that $3 325 level and see if it can bust through and also hold. So you see it obviously busted through that 325 resistance, but it got rejected and shot right back down. So I'm thinking if I get in around here or anywhere lower down here, ride it back up to that 325 level and then take profits off of it. Okay, guys, next one up is IDEX, ticker symbol IDIX. This is Ideonomics Incorporated. So this here has been on it's been on an uptrend the past couple of months, and you see here that we did get close to breaking through that key resistance level of 475, but got rejected at about the 458 level, and it's coming down to 372, kind of testing support. It is on a sell-off here, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't think this one I'm going to pile into on Monday. I'm going to actually watch this one closely and just see how it plays out. If it bounces off support and consolidates down here and just kind of chills around the 372, 375 level, then maybe grab some shares of it and wait for it to go up. But again, there's always a chance that, especially if it has this kind of run up for the past couple of months, that we could see a break in trend. If it busts below that 372 level and then gets closer to that $3 level, then you got to keep an eye on it to see, just exactly where it's heading. So I do think long term this is a better play, but I'm thinking about just for this particular week. I'm going to really be careful with this one, but I am going to take a look at it first thing on Monday to see how the charts play out. Okay, guys, so the next one, if you follow the channel, we talk about this one, pretty often is Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. And we did bust below that SMA line, but you can see here we got a green doji candle, hoping that we can bust right back above it. It is in undervalued territories, and we are losing steam as far as our bearish pattern. So hoping to reverse that and get back into a bullish pattern. So I'm going to buy more here and ride it back up to about that dollar level. Okay, so if you buy here, and if you see one can, especially if you see a candle close above that EMA line, it's a good sign that we're reversing, at least temporarily. But you want to definitely see that some green candles go above that 74-cent range. Myself, I want to try to buy here if I can. On the open, you may see it pop up a little bit higher, but anything from here in the 70s is pretty attractive to me. So I'm going to continue to buy this stock until we get the news that we're waiting for. I'm going to just continue to dip buy every time that it keeps getting lower. Good, I'm just going to buy more. So for those of you who don't know about Zion Oil and Gas, or ZNOG, it is an oil and gas company out of Israel who have their second well out there, and they're drilling for oil, which has been a long time coming. So we're just waiting on an update, and if we get positive updates, then it should send the stock back up into the right direction. Okay, guys, and here's UVXY. We talked last week about how it was at the bottom of the fib level, and it was just kind of bouncing up and down off of that support about $10, $10.25, and we got our big pop that we were looking for, and sold off a little bit and popped up again, and you can see here we are in overvalued territory, okay, which means typically we should see a sell-off coming soon. We should be losing some steam, at least temporarily. And the thing about with this stock, it could easily just dip all the way back down here to the 11s or the 10s. But if the market decides to continue to correct itself and go down, as you see in the S&P 500, then you could see that we have a lot higher spike in volatility. So we did get rejected here at this key resistance level on the S&P 500. We fell down, and you see a pretty big gap down on the S&P 500. This red candle close is telling us that we have a lot of selling going on, and this SMA line is going to be a good test of what the market's going to do moving forward. If it breaks below there, then we got some more room for downside. If it bounces up, then we might make a little recovery and kind of make our way back towards that all-time high level. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And if we open up Monday with some selling going on, then it might not be a bad idea to play UVXY. But I'm always cautious to buy UVXY when the RSI is in undervalued territory or close to it, because it's kind of almost common sense. It's down, eventually it's going to come up. I would much rather have bought it here like last week and see the market sell off, and then maybe sell UVXY when the market gets to undervalued territory. Okay, guys, that's all I have for this Sunday evening. I hope everyone has a great Sunday night and a great week ahead. If you found value in today's video, please hit the like button. Like I said, it helps grow the channel, which is what we're trying to do. Subscribe if you really, really enjoy our content and you want to see more videos like this. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know whenever we release new content. And comment below on what you'd like to see moving forward, as well as your stock picks for the week. So other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.